Hi guys, my name is Maddie. I'm a student here at BYU Idaho studying nursing. So I'm going to be talking to you guys today about managing stress, anxiety, and depression, specifically among people like us that are in college. So the first thing I want to do is pull out your laptops and we're going to take this little stress test. So the link for that is psyclm.net/stress-test, and it's up there, and it should look like this when you pull it up. And there's only like 8 questions or so, so just take a little bit, fill out these questions just so you can kind of have an idea as we go through the presentation about where you lie on the stress scale. So while you guys are doing that, I'm going to go ahead and talk a little bit about this problem. So in 2017, the U.S. Census reported that there are 18 million students enrolled in college. And of those 18 million students, 3 out of 4 of those reported feeling a sense of overwhelming anxiety while they were in college. And out of those who reported that, 30% of them felt that they had or experienced that overwhelming sense of anxiety within the past 2 weeks. And so this is a really real problem that's really prevalent among people of our generation right now, or people that are in college. And so it's something that we should be trying to fix or get ahead of and manage and prevent. Some common stressors that cause depression and anxiety to affect specifically college students are heavy loads of coursework, extracurricular activities, part-time or full-time jobs, and then the stress of choosing a new career and just being in the middle of this life transitional phase. So these are all things that contribute to college students getting diagnosed with anxiety and depression more nowadays. So the term college depression refers to being diagnosed with depression or anxiety during college. It doesn't necessarily mean you have college or depression or anxiety in college and then once you graduate you're done with it. So symptoms include for college depression persistent feelings of sadness and hopelessness, angry outbursts, loss of interest in hobbies or activities, and an overall sense of worthlessness. So these are things that you can look for either in yourself or in your roommates, other people, that are common signs and symptoms of depression and anxiety in students. And like I said, just because you get anxiety or depression during college doesn't mean that's just going to be over when you graduate. This often affects life after college. One thing a lot of people don't realize is that generalized anxiety can actually lead to further mental health problems or worsen pre-existing conditions such as migraines, heart disease, or chronic pain. So preventing and managing anxiety, these are all things that we've all heard a lot. Things like exercise, eating a well-balanced diet, getting 7 to 8 hours of sleep. These are all things that are easier said than done, but if we really take the effort to do it, it can really help improve your overall mental health. And then another thing that I found interesting when researching this topic was about taking studying breaks. And there was a devotional given last semester where the speaker talked about what an effective break was. And so a lot of times, I know myself, I'm guilty of this, or some of our friends, when we want to take a break from school, we'll just go to our rooms, lay on our beds, and sit on our phones for a while. But this actually is not giving your brain the break that it needs. It's actually contributing to stress. And so effective breaks include things like getting outside, playing sports, doing some of those hobbies or interests that you have, and socializing with your friends, roommates, or other people. So these are all things that we can be doing in our individual lives to help manage or prevent these mental health disorders. So BYU Idaho is actually really good about treating and supporting their students in their mental health. We have a on-campus counseling center where you can make appointments by calling on the internet or just walking in. Another really interesting thing that BYU Idaho offers that a lot of people aren't aware of is a therapy assistance online program. And this program is a free resource for all currently enrolled students or employees at BYU Idaho. And it's a web-based program that provides well-researched and highly effective strategies to manage stress, anxiety, depression, and other mental health concerns. So some of the resources in this program include educational modules, assessments, practice tools, and a mindfulness library. So there's a lot of really good resources within this program that can help you manage mental health, or education that can help you learn different ways that you can be more effective in being a healthy and happy student. Some of the modules, just to give you an idea, are titled Calming Your Worry, Let Go and Be Well, Interpersonal, Relationships and Communication, Leave Your Blues Behind, Improving Your Mood, and Evaluating Alcohol and Drug Use. And so if you think that you or someone you know are suffering with something that can be covered in these modules, then you can definitely take advantage of that resource. And the goals of the Therapy Assistance Online is to teach you personal skills, interpersonal skills, and cognitive skills, all related to mental health. And so there's a link for the website right there. And I'll show you guys another really cool thing that you can do through that. So if you follow that link, it should take you to this page right here. And if you just scroll down to the bottom, you can go ahead and do this right now, and click on this TAO self-screening. You can actually take this little test. It's really short, just a couple questions right there. And it will kind of assess your mental health and which modules that you could personally benefit from. And so this is somewhere that you can go if you want to kind of assess your own mental health and see where you're at, or discover which modules you should be taking advantage of. There's another resource that you can use. So there's a lot of resources here at BYU Idaho that can help us take hold of our own mental health, or that we can refer to other people suffering from depression, anxiety, or stress. So the last thing I want to talk about is how to help. So even if you don't personally think that you're suffering from stress, anxiety, or depression in college, I guarantee that somebody that you know is. And so this slide kind of covers how to help refer these people to get the help or resources that they need. And so when you should refer people. You should refer people when they start talking about a problem that you're uncomfortable discussing, or that you previously have not discussed with the person, or if they are dealing with a psychological problem or acting in ways that are harmful to themselves or other people. Also, if you notice any kind of change of behavior, this is another sign that you should refer them to counseling services. And changes in behavior can include, crying more often, angry outbursts, just not really being themselves. And you should do this in a caring, respectful, but direct manner. And also remind them of confidentiality, because I think that's a huge concern among people our age, is they don't want to feel too exposed. And so just remind them of that. And then after they get the service that they need, you don't need to ask what was discussed or expect immediate change from these people. And it's also important to remember that you recognize your own limits and recognize that you referred them and you did your part, but it's not necessarily your job or responsibility to keep up with their story and keep asking them what's going on, because sometimes that can discourage people from getting the help that they need. So here's those resources for you guys if you want to follow them after the presentation. But that's all I have for you guys, so thanks for listening to me.